Hello and welcome to this beautiful place, our place.
Hello, I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
We are very impressed about everything that happened during these days, our discussions about you, about what you have done until now, what you want to do from now on. And me and Hadrian, we understood that in a right moment, in the right moment of your life, something triggered you to become passionate about bushcraft and survival. How it happened?
It's happened in a few stages, but it started with my mother when she was taking me to trips in the desert in Israel, and we were hiking really hard treks, and then it also after in school, then trips, it always was fascinating to be outside, better than to be in the class. And then continued with more and more involvement in the outdoor. And after the army, I was volunteering in the search and rescue for a few years, and we had a lot of activity, and I saw people that getting into dangerous situation just because they didn't know exactly how to do it and where to be and how to look on the situation, and I thought maybe I can help others not get into it. So I thought I will try to get more into this and more into the survival, primitive bushcraft, and just feeling comfortable in the outdoors. And when you're comfortable outside, you have less. Uh, you might be in less situation like this.
Gradually, you made a choice that you need to improve what you already knew by becoming a participant in one of the toughest survival and bushcraft and primitive skills on the planet, Sigma 3 School. How did you come closer to this choice?
Um, I believe that if you do something, you need to go all the way in, and I researched for the longest and most versatile course I can find, and this was one of the schools. And it seemed their syllabus looked really good with the stuff that we do, and I just decided I will do it, and that's it. There was This was the main idea, because all the others are mostly do 1 week or few days, but in order to really connect and feel comfortable outside, you need to be for a month at least outside, living primitive, living, sleeping outside, eating outside all day.
It was a month and a half, 45 days of multiple experiences that probably have changed you for good in many aspects.
Yes.
There are probably a lot of memories that you came back with, but probably some of them are the toughest ones. If you can describe at least one of these tough, unique, dramatic, whatever moments you lived there.
Yeah. For me, I think the toughest was when we were in the only ninth week, left outside in the New Forest, and the mind is really tricky and powerful part of your body, and I could make my first fire only on the second day, and until that moment I used few kits and tried many different combination of trees and stuff, and it was hard. With every failed attempt, your mind is just telling you you're useless, you won't do it, but you need to keep doing it until you have it, because you know you can have it. You just need to beat your mind.
So in the essence of everything actually is a fight between you and you to find out which is the most powerful one, the willing to move forward or the part of a player. So, how was it like from that moment when you started to feel that you want to share until today when you really have the opportunity?
It's interesting because it's hard to find a good place where you can do this kind of activity and the support that you need to do this activity, because as an instructor it's hard to bring everything to the place and find the perfect place and to know that this place will remain there when you need it. And each time just to go to the forest and to hope to have the materials you want to teach at this course, because people want to go with you to learn something specific, not just to go and see what we can do in the forest. It's important, and here you have a really good environment and a lot of resources and like live nature that you can use for these activities.
So we did a bit of exploring together in order to make you see what we see, to look at the potential of this place. As you already saw, it has potential. Do you feel confident enough in creating your own platform here and to collaborate with the other instructors that we already have in our team?
Yes, I feel comfortable about this place, and I hope that we will work with I will work with the other instructors, and we will do a bigger and better courses and with more shared knowledge, because each player brings something different to the table. Each one of us will look at the same situation with different eyes, and this way each participant can take different point of views how to tackle this situation.
It will be challenging for all of us, for each of us. It will be a teamwork. It will be also individual work, depending on what our participants will choose to do. But as an overall view, we have ahead of us a long time to create something for ourselves first, to enjoy what we have and to share with others. I believe you already have created the so-called the core of what you intend to do. Which are the best and easiest steps that you want to put on the table and to offer to those who might want to come and join your courses?
I think it will be more to creating the tools that they used in the Stone Age and the Bronze Age, also to try to recreate the thinking and the way they looked at what they have around them and what they can do with it, to try to use the same materials more than just once. And I think we can do, it just starts with good ropes that you can make and to use for different purposes. You can also make long-term ropes or short-term ropes, and maybe to make stone knives, or there is a lot of options that we can do here.
Essentially, everything we try to do is to help others in order to give them tools and knowledge to be able to survive in real situations, and or just to give them tools and knowledge to be able to live in the forest or in a remote place using everything that nature provides. Uh, on the other hand, you are attracted more on these primitive skills, as you already said, which puts mind a little bit farther. Can we set a border between the traditional bushcraft that we already have today and primitive skills, or they are connected?
It's all connected. The survival, the bushcraft, and the primitive skills, they're all connected. They all came from the same branch. It's just a little bit split it, and Survival may be more for short-term survival thinking. The bushcraft is when you just want to go outside in the nature and just enjoy it, and to build a small shelter and have a camp there. And primitive skills will just make you feel really comfortable in the outdoor when you just want to use it as a hobby, or when you're stranded in place where you cannot evacuate yourself and you need to wait for somebody else to find you and to get you out of this. In that point, you won't stay there for 72 hours or 1 week. You will probably stay there for a few months. So you need to know how to build tools from whatever you have around you.
So, I wish you good luck.
Thank you.
Let's hope this place will inspire you to create the best of your scenarios, and only time will tell what things can become.
Thank you. I feel very welcomed here, and I hope that we will have a good place and good courses here. Thank you.
Thank you a lot.